Hi, peace. Yeah, I forgot to put all my hashtags on. So it was kind of glitchy and it was like, what's going on? So now it's all better. Oh, I like the bottom of that now. That's perfect. Hi, Minnie. It's quiet, although I'll jinx it like I did yesterday. So far, there's nothing. Cricket. Yeah, I messed up the whole start of that one. So it was like, nah, let's just try it again. Good morning, son, Sam. Well, we're hoping this is going to stay quiet. There's not even any age, although I've already gotten rapid response. They're back on the northwest side again. So they are out collecting Americans. Yeah, sorry, music man. It was just, I wanted to make sure everything was okay. You guys can hear me all right. Super windy. But thanks to Scooter, she told me which kind of mic to buy. So now all I have to do is remember to charge them. Yes.
Do you know that the temps have
Yes.
to go down?
That was yesterday. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Well, late afternoon. Again, people sharing information. That's the only way we can survive out here, whether you're media or a protester, because everything changes. It's all fluid, but it's hard to follow rules when they keep changing. Well, Music Man, here's the thing. They they were Americans. They stated they were Americans, and yet they still took them. A quick fact check on their driver's license would have told him that. Yes, the mods are definitely fabulous. 150%. I agree with that. I don't know if you guys saw my thumbnail. I have my pocket constitution with me. I decided that I should probably keep it in the car. Oh no. More more rapid responses are coming across my phone. They are definitely out and about, which means we'll probably get more family later. I didn't realize that they need to get a lawyer like right immediately to stop them from moving them out of state before they can be heard by a judge or someone. A woman yesterday morning just broke my soul because she said she was going to tell her husband to go ahead and self-deport. He's an American. She didn't want him suffering inside the building. He has diabetes. That's why they were out here. They were bringing his medicine. But like she said, I've heard what it's like in there. I don't want him having that. Where's he going to self-deport to? They keep saying that they're sending people back to their home countries. But I saw the video of maybe 20 or 30 Asian detainees being let off in Africa. How is that their home country? Well, that's Broadview Police there. Come on, the walk of shame. You're going to drive down it? Good deal. Plain cars. Pulling into the ICE detention center. They had like police uniforms on. They didn't have the military fatigues. Huh. That's a thinker. Regular cars, but police uniforms. One of them went inside the gated area. He's coming, I think it's him coming out now. Or it just might be someone else. All dressed in black. No mask. Guys, I'm back in the sun, so I can't see chat. Oh, here comes another one. Let's see where they go. This is definitely a police car, not their personal vehicle. Just not marked. Oh, he's just turning around in there. That guy has a handicap placard with a Wisconsin license plate. And he's going into the Broadview Detention Center, into the backyard, which means he's definitely an agent. We got a lot of wind today. At least we have some sun though, so that makes it feel a little warmer. That he works at the cabinet place, so we know who he is. They're letting the gentleman with the handicapped Wisconsin license plate go into the back of the ICE facility. I'll move away so he can get his. There's some plywood or something out here that he's going to pick up. So I don't see the cat yet this morning. her Captain America outfit. The AP press took a picture of her, and apparently it's gone around the world, so that's kind of cool. She's famous. I don't see any other new equipment out here yet. Still 3 things of lights and the info zappers. So that's nothing new. There is a gentleman in the car just sitting in front of me there in that silver truck who's been here since I got here. So I don't know if he's just sitting or if he's a watcher. The tent has gotten notice from the Broadview mayor that it needs to come down by tomorrow. She got a little butt hurt because somebody filed a lawsuit. So now she's going to take it out on the only help tent there is. You guys have heard me say this over and over. It was for everyone, pro and against, the media, the police. It didn't matter. Supplies were down there. Here comes a van in with an black SUV in front of it. I know they were spotted in I forgot what street it was. It is on the northwest side. Usually they use those white vans for transporting. There's two SUVs with ICE agents in it, and then they put the detainees in the van. There goes the van inside. They use the SUVs to drive around looking. Once they grab somebody, they bring them to a certain location where this van is, and they unload them there, and then they go back out. Yes, peace. They are currently building a detention center in Milwaukee. And they also, from another chatter, said that they've started using the airport in Indiana. So we have both ends going, Wisconsin and Indiana. Good morning, Susan. Welcome in. I'm going to say, okay, yes, speed away, because I can't see your face in there anyway. Silly. Silly, silly, silly. That was not a detention van. That's somebody working. Hmm? Oh, bye. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me that they would call on fans. Yeah, that's about the I don't even know what to call it. I'll leave that go. Nana was spicy enough yesterday. I'm guessing they might be out today. Again, we'll see. The only reason why I had that interaction was because she was coming after that friend of the woman that was just taken out of the car. So families and friends do not need that kind of crap coming at them when they're in their most vulnerable state of panic and confusion. Well, thanks. That's just not normally me. So I apologize, but sometimes it just gets to be way too much. And when you know they're just grifting money, I have no respect for them. Bovino, welcome in. Cham, welcome in. I'd say so far so good, except for we've seen a couple vans go in with people. We know I've been getting the rapid response text that they're up on the northwest side again. They seem to like that area. People are adding more flowers to the wall. The flowers didn't do anything wrong. Last Saturday, they had Friday that was, or they all blend together. Last Friday, they had the Universal Unitarian Church come out, and they did what was called a flower communion. And after the ceremony, everyone put their flowers in the fence. So that's where all these flowers have come from. We're thinking they bought this warehouse where this fence with the flowers is on, which means they're going to have to move the protest somewhere. Not quite sure. There's really no place to put it. So not sure where that's going to be. Yeah, there's more new flowers. It's been super windy though, so a lot of them have fallen. Well, with all this ugliness out here that we're witnessing, it's nice to see something beautiful and remind you that there are humans in this world. Just sometimes it's hard to find them. Good morning, Brian. Brain. Good morning, Brain. Brain twin. Yeah, Barbara, it's cool here too. I have 4 layers on. Yesterday when I was downtown, I decided to stop at the store and buy some thermal. So I'm getting ready. It wouldn't be bad if the wind wasn't blowing. It's the wind that just cuts through everything. So Scooter. I said this microphone I think is working really well. It's just Nana has to remember that she has to charge it. Sometimes that's a task for Nana. Yeah, because it's sunny, but it's definitely a little chilly. And after standing out, it's not bad for like the first hour or so, but after hours, you start to feel it more. Hi, Sin. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't like cut flowers either. I like them just growing in the ground like they should. But the ceremony was beautiful, so I understand their meaning behind it. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, just to have them all potted. That way you could just plant them everywhere. That's a really good idea. Otherwise, it's like such a waste. They are out and about. I would imagine in a little while we'll see another van coming in. We've already seen the first shift arrive with detainees. I personally know there are two Americans in that building if they haven't moved them yet. They were both taken yesterday. One at 10 in the morning, a gentleman that was an auto mechanic went to Dunkin' Donuts and they got him there. And then a woman who Peace saw, Mercado actually was there when it happened. They pulled her out of her car. She was either at a stop sign or a light. I have not looked at the video because I got the aftermath. I had her friend out here crying and shaking, trying to get information. She's a US citizen, both of them were. The help tent, I don't know because again, I'm not a protester, so I'm not privy to that information. I just saw the signs go up yesterday. I knew something was up because they moved the state police moved up farther and then blocked part of the road. So that was just an oddity. And then the chief of police pulled up. Normally, he always rolls down his window and says hi to me. He said nothing. He didn't even look at me. They turned the car around. They went up to the tent and put those notices up. So, yeah, Bobino. See, another thing here is we've been lucky so far. October has been pretty mild, but Chicago has had snow at the end of October. They've been planning on putting or taking those tents down anyway because the street, the one I always say is like the exit to the expressway, they will plow this. The snow plows will come and plow this whole area, which means all that snow is going to go up where the tents are. So they would have had to have moved them no matter what. So that was in the planning already. Just nobody wants to be forced into anything. Yeah, peace. I'm sorry. Yeah, and like I said, being on the other end of it here, seeing her friend show up, just trying to tell them she's an American, and nobody would listen. But without that help tent there, the families really won't have any place to go to get phone numbers. They should have like of lawyers and different organizations like ICIRR, that are helping the detainees' families because the state police sure aren't going to give them that information. Hi, Big Chief. Welcome in. I'm just going to say so far, so good. Nothing out of the ordinary yet, but we saw how yesterday turned out. So it's never just clear cut. Oh, it's going to be quiet today. That doesn't happen. Four buses are missing. They have the fifth one here. They must have used all of them because this bus that's still here was way in the back and now it's in the front. So they are utilizing all five buses. Where they're sending them, they don't even know. There's 3,000 people that they're not accounting for. 3,000 gone missing. Yeah, Portland. Chicago loves Portland, boy. Portland's in a heck of a fix. I haven't seen a drone in the last few days, but it's been super windy, so I think that might, I, it probably affects them. Not, I'm not a drone expert, although they've been driving their Black Hawk around, doing laps. I was telling Peace, or no, I actually it was my daughter. This morning at about 6, I heard a helicopter in my neighborhood. It was like, hurry up to the window and open the thing to see what kind of helicopter. Luckily, it was just a traffic one, but PTSD is real. Yeah, this is more than 12. The gusts are more than 12 to 15 today. Right now, I'm standing out of the wind. Well, plus I have the microphone, right? So that's blocking it. But well, I mean, he's talking a good talk, but nobody's stopping what's going on. They're still taking everyone without warrants. Today we have 5, one, no, 6 actually, 6 state police watching me. I am the only one here, just like yesterday. Nana's dangerous. They got to keep me in check. I'm sure probably all of them are watching the live stream right now. Say hi to the state police. I do hear a helicopter. See, I can pick them up. It's not a big one though. It doesn't look like a news helicopter. Not quite sure what we're doing. It is all black. Sometimes you can read the badging on the side. There really isn't. Oh, it's black and white, so it's probably a police helicopter. I didn't see that until the sun. It was in the there was a shadow on it. Well, they never get out of their car. They just sit in there for hours at a time. They do get out to go to the bathroom in this building, but that's it. 8 hours. You know, they probably all need some of those donuts you sit on because sitting for that many hours is not good. Good for good for the butt. It's a little too much time in a seat. See a gentleman walking up. He has no mask on. He's got some kind of uniform, but I'm not quite sure what it is. He's trying to get in the front door. Let's see if they let him in. The wind is so strong, I'm leaning up against the fence and it's actually pushing me. Oh, they let him in. Well, here's the kicker. They are grabbing American citizens. And yes, everyone should have due process. No one should be taken out of their car physically. No one should be taken out of Dunkin' Donuts without them knowing whether they were here illegally or legally. Oh yeah, that sciatica. That's why I had a pinched nerve on L5S1, I think it is. I don't even remember anymore. So I had a micro dissection. They actually went in there and tried to release that sciatica nerve. Don't let them talk you into doing that because it didn't work. It failed. Epic fail. So, yeah, it was a father that owns a tire and auto mechanic store. The wife was here with the little baby yesterday morning. He's a diabetic. He's also an American citizen. She's the one that said she's going to talk him into self-deporting to what country she's like she said he's an American. So where is he going to self-deport to? But she doesn't want him in this building enduring what the people inside are actually enduring. Oh, gee, yeah. They tried to, it's entrapped, so they tried to get it unstuck, and that didn't work. So, back stuff is really, it really sucks completely. I think once your back is bad, you're never going to get over it. Well, so if it's almost over, that means that not only are they going to take the SNAP benefits away, but everybody's going to lose health care. So that's going to be fun. No more tax incentives. See, Scooter, you and I have a lot in common. Yeah, I'm definitely worse now than I was before, but I know there's nothing else they can do. So, yeah, now they have some other ways of. My son has actually got one up higher on his back to where his hands go numb, or his one arm. They're talking about replacing the discs, which I never knew they could do. Good morning, Chris. Welcome in. We're on back surgery today. Oh, Peace, you have to tell everybody about the Burger King onion rings. It's turning into a cooking show or a fast food show. Who's homeless? Me? Yanks? Yanks fan? I'm not homeless. Wow, Yanks fan. I am personally gonna knock your ass out of my chat. See ya. It takes me an hour to drive out here. I am not homeless. And what's the difference if I was homeless? If these cuts keep going through, I might be homeless. Please tell me I didn't block the wrong person. Oh, did it? Good Piece. You put it in there? So onion rings with sweet and sour dip. I'm going to have to get some of that on the way home today. I found a Burger King. I was just in the wrong lane last night and not in the mood by the time I passed it. Thank you. Thank you, SJ. Waiting for them to come back. I know they're on the northwest side. It'll take them a bit to get here, but I'm sure they've picked up someone. I don't know where. I can't open it, otherwise I'll lose the live stream. I can't see exactly where it was that they were spotted, because this actually shows the cars that they're driving and where they're located. But I can't open it to see exactly where that was. And the northwest side, it would take me over an hour to get out there to see. So there's no way I can do that. By the time I got out there, everything would be done. Yes, right. You know, I was in the left lane and it's rush hour traffic. So and they're tearing up the street. So between the construction and the fact that I was just at wit's end yesterday, I figured, nope, I'll just go home. Yeah, I need people out in the field. You're right. That would be great. You know, just send them. I keep on that rapid response because when I'm not out here, you know, even because they don't stop because it's 7 o'clock. They're still picking up people later. If it's in my area, I can go. I was hoping I'd see the stray cat, but she or he is nowhere to be found today, or at least not yet. I'd hate to pick him up if he actually belongs to a house. across the other side of the tracks here, because those are all single houses over there. Then I would feel bad if it was somebody's pet. Oh, thanks, Nick. Another train coming through. There is a cargo train track right behind the facility. Like I said before, that when they picked this place, they were pretty smart about it because it's a cul-de-sac street. There's a railroad track behind it. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's no public transportation out here. Well, this guy just came out of the ICE facility. He was in the back. Yes, yes, I know. That's why I've been trying to get a hold of him. Because Chicago winters, besides that, I don't want them using him as target practice. I'm surprised he survived this long. Because he's always in the back over there. He or she. I tried yesterday. They were thinking about it, but just couldn't trust me that much. So I'm thinking that if it was somebody's cat, they would probably be a little more. It's hard to say though. You can see the leaves blowing around here. Yes, pure black cat, green eyes. Looks really beautiful actually. Not scrawny or scraggly or, like he's been out on a, although he's been out here ever since I've been out here. So it has been a while. I think they're working on dismantling the tents today because they need to be down by tomorrow. Otherwise, they'll be removed. Well, thank you, Marion. Welcome in. Oh, American. Good night. Thanks for coming in. Hope to see you again. Pleasant dreams. Am I muffled, guys? I'm sorry. Is that better? I am using a microphone. Are we not picking up on the microphone? Let's see. No, it says it's still on. Much better. Okay. I had it too far away. Again, this is a new toy. Nana has no idea what she's doing. Okay, sorry guys. I had it clipped to my jacket. So when the wind blows, of course, it goes everywhere. Go take a walk up this direction, see if anything's going on. I don't want to show them packing up the tent. But some of that is going on. Of course it is. It's like all the medical supplies and the masks and the respirators that have been donated. They don't want to lose any of that stuff. Well, we'll try it from this side of the street, see if we can see anything different. There's a black SUV pulling in now. He's going to pull in sideways for some reason. Or he's trying to make a U-turn, but oh no, he's going to park there. Okay. See if anybody gets out of the car. Well, there's an agent getting out of the car. Dressed in plain clothes, no mask. Apparently, the judge ordered them all to have identifying badges in the same location. And they also have to identify, also give 2 warnings before deploying tear gas. What those 2 warnings, what words need to be spoken, was not made clear. So that might be a sticking point for right now. No, well, it might be 2 identifying. I'm not sure. I know they have to have some form of ID on them now. So whether or not that actually happens, we shall see. Just like there was a temporary restraining order on use of non-lethal weapons, and that clearly isn't being listened to. Did you? Okay, cool. Well, there goes the van empty. So we're going back out again. Wherever. I've had the 2 rapid response to the northwest suburbs, so they are clearly busy this morning or this afternoon. Yeah, it's 11:35 here, so I got a late start today. I thought I'd come out and these walls wouldn't be here and there would be something up front here that says no one was allowed to enter the area at all. So I was surprised not to see that. Not sure where in the world they could even put the protest if they moved it from this area. There's a small easement on the other side of the street here, but not enough. That would be even smaller than what they have right now. Although maybe that's the reason why they allow them to go across the street here after the protest is over. Maybe they're getting them used to being in that smaller area. Good question. Not quite sure. No, because it, contrary to popular belief and reports, people have real life jobs. That's why I show this for that reason. It's not a riot. It's not something that is violent. There's nobody here but 6 state police sitting in their cars doing absolutely nothing all day. But they're here to protect the ICE facility. Apparently, the fire department isn't concerned anymore with the fact that every window and door is boarded in this building. You know, they were worried about that fence, but now it's okay to have them all boarded up in that building. Not a problem. Everything's just fine. Hi. Silent. Again, now it's starting to get hard for me to see things. There we go. Silent snippets because I'm using the shade. I, yes, it is just the wind is coming off of the lake again. So it's coming out of the east, but it's like northeast. So it's a little bit chillier than normal. At least the sun is here. Oh, I'm not sure if this is family coming here. Maybe not. Apparently, there's a couple parties planned for this Saturday at 1. So that sounds like fun. This might be family. Wow, watch them jump out of their cars. Who's going to hit it first? Which one? Which one's going to go? Or they'll yell at her on the loudspeaker. One of the two. Wow, she's gotten that far. You mean to tell me they're too lazy to get out of the car to talk to her? Unbelievable. Oh, now he opened his door. Okay. She's already passed you. Up, up, up. Here comes. Yep. Two cars full of ICE agents. A Tahoe and a GMC. I believe that they were on the northwest side because I did see those two names. She is a family member. She has a sheet of paper in her hand. Now there's three of them out there. I'm really surprised that she got that far. Oh, there she goes. We can't help you. Again, no help at all for the family. Oh, no, no, no one's allowed in that building. Absolutely no one. No one at all. Even to get medical treatment from an ambulance or the fire department, they have to sign a self deportation sign. And they follow the ambulance. That's the way it is. Sure wish I could sugarcoat it. Say this is normal. This is not normal. This is not normal. They're all coming into the building now. They've done their first mission. All masked up with all the equipment on. The day we normalize this type of treatment is the day the United States ends. Grits, actually, you say that. There was a wife with a little baby that came out yesterday morning. Her husband was taken at 10 a.m. from the Dunkin' Donuts, close to where he works. He owns a tire and auto mechanic store, building, shop. He was taken from the Dunkin' Donuts to this location. She came out because he is a diabetic. She had his medication. Finally, they allowed the medication to be delivered. Here's the thing: the husband is an American citizen. Two agents going in right now. He's an American. He told them he was an American, and yet they still took him. She said the next time she talks to him on the phone, she's going to beg him to sign the self deport form so he can get out of this building. And I asked her, he's an American. Where's he going to go? She said, it doesn't matter. At least he's out of this building. I wish that anybody could do anything. From what I've heard from congressmen and politicians, is the only thing is to collect evidence right now. That's why I'm standing out here filming all this stuff. Collect evidence, and eventually someone might get charged. But where there's 3,000 people that have been arrested up to now, no one knows where they are. They cannot say where they have moved 3,000 people. No, actually, they call in the ambulance only, and I repeat, only if you sign the self deport sign. The paramedics are allowed to go in, pick up whoever it is, and immediately exit. The fire department that comes along with them are not even allowed through the gate. They have to wait outside. Why is it not illegal to detain somebody that is a U.S. citizen? He was not read his rights or anything, told them he was an American citizen. How is that correct? If that's correct, I hope it happens to you. Sorry, because they're just picking up anybody. This is actually in Broadview. He was picked up on the northwest side of Chicago yesterday at 10 a.m. There was a girl ripped out of the car yesterday afternoon. Peace actually saw it live on someone else's station. I actually had the friend of hers show up here, distraught, crying, shaking. Again, she's an American citizen. She stated she was an American citizen. They didn't care. Okay, okay. You're allowed your opinion. They think he's illegal because he's brown, right? They think they're illegal because they're yellow. There's something other than white. If you don't believe me, you can watch my live from yesterday. I have the wife of the gentleman who owns a business and is an American that was picked up at Dunkin' Donut on my live. I also have the friend of the girl that was ripped out of her car as she stopped at a stop sign or a stoplight, only for the fact that she wasn't white. They're not asking white people if they're citizens or if they have papers. They're not stopping white people. He's going inside to get some more water. Grits, okay. Good luck. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Grits. There's a group of maybe 10, 15 ICE agents down there. Getting ready to go back out again. All dressed in fatigues. We were talking about the fact they have Americans in this building and they're not letting them go. It's bad enough they took them in the first place, but it makes it even worse. They're still in there or they've been moved. Yes, you're right. I seen an Eastern European, but that's a rarity, really. I've only seen, and I've been out here for 5 weeks now, one Eastern European family trying to find out information. The majority are Hispanic, Korean, Vietnamese, South African, one Puerto Rican, which just baffles me because, no one apparently has done their geography. Well, guys, I think I'm going to take a lunch break now since it is kind of quiet. I'm going to jinx myself. I know I am. But it's potty break time. Yeah, it's like, I'm not saying I'm for illegal immigration. That is absolutely not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the way this is being done. Every um, president has deported people. Biden, Obama, Clinton. I mean, you can go back, but it hasn't been done with this cruelty that is happening this time by a group of secret police or pretending police that have had 6 weeks of training and can't even pass an open book written test. Yet, no, there's no psychological testing, there's no physical requirement. It's just wrong. Suspicion of what? Wow, I've never seen a yellow semi before. Totally cool. There's no, I thought that was a van, but it wasn't. Okay, I'm going to take a break. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I'll be back in probably about an hour, maybe a little less. Depends on how fast I can walk down to the bathroom. I don't know what he's doing. Let me figure this out first. Why is he coming this direction? Oh, he's going to put his thing in the trash can, I think. Maybe. What is okay. Yep. Just emptying trash. This might be a family member. It looks that way. He's got the stash going on here. Yeah, that's a family member. He's got papers in his hands. Papers are not going to help. Yes, I will be back in a little bit. I was just watching what was going on with a family member. Thank you guys for all stopping in. I will be back in as soon as I can go down and come back. Bye, guys. Thank you.